Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and very good episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which dropped a few days ago this past Thursday on Paramount Plus. I've had a very full past couple of days, so I finally had a chance to sit down and enjoy this latest adventure from Strange New Worlds. Just got done watching it. I liked it a lot, and I'm going to share my thoughts with you guys on it. But before I get into all of that, of course, like most of my review videos, this is a spoiler-filled review. So if you're not caught up on Strange New Worlds, which in this case is episode 3 of season 2, you do not want to keep watching, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. So first and foremost, time travel isn't necessarily one of my favorite things about Star Trek. Frankly, in the past, it can be a little anxiety-inducing and a little stressful for me to watch. And it's not just Star Trek. I mean, I have a problem with time travel in a lot of different franchises, but when Star Trek does it, sometimes the ramifications are so big, you don't know what's considered canon anymore and stuff like that. So, and that being said, this episode wasn't nearly as anxiety-inducing for me as I thought it was going to be. I actually found myself quite engaged with and enjoying what I was watching, seeing this a little alone adventure from the security officer, Noonan Singh, who she did a great job in this episode. She basically had to carry this whole episode, since this was a story about her character and, of course, getting assistance from Jim Kirk and fighting off the Romulan time-traveling agent and whatnot, and then making one of the most difficult decisions anyone's ever had to make in the history of Star Trek, which is allowing Khan, of all people, to live. She could have killed him and spared countless lives from the war, the genocide that he would eventually bring as a grown-ass man, but it wouldn't have led to the creation and the founding of the Federation, which is exactly why the Romulans were out to kill Khan, because it would have meant that no Federation would have come out of it, because without that dark age, humanity wouldn't have been able to rebuild itself and then form alliances with aliens from other planets, and the Federation never would have been created. So it would make sense why the Romulans would want to go back and try to assassinate Khan to keep all that from happening, to prevent the Federation from becoming the Federation. So it was all up to her, of course, to stop it. And thanks to the help of the Department of Temporal Investigations, the Time Travel Police, she was able to do it. I did like how the ending of this episode cleared up a lot of loose ends, like being visited by the woman from the Department of Temporal Investigations, getting the time-traveling device back, explaining the man who was killed before was also another agent, and why they chose her of all people, because, she was the one who could do it. And overall, it was a very good episode. I like seeing Kirk again after all these years. I like seeing TOS Kirk again after all this time. Pretty good casting for the most part. It was a bummer to see this version of him die, but it's nice knowing that the real version of him is still very much alive and well in this timeline. Although, I gotta say, I was kind of interested in this new timeline where Kirk was a captain in the United Earth Fleet, and they were at war with the Romulans, and the Vulcans needed help too. That sounded like a really exciting, fun timeline to see. Like, to see other episodes of that timeline, I think would be a lot of fun, perhaps. But like I said, not the biggest fan of time travel, although this episode was very, very good. I did enjoy it very much. Like I said, not as anxiety-inducing as I thought it would be. So, still a great episode. I do like how everything was nicely wrapped up at the end of it, and things were seemingly set back to normal for the most part, without any huge ramifications. So, everything worked out. But no, I liked it a lot. I especially enjoyed the actress who did a phenomenal job carrying this whole episode. There's parts of there was a bit dramatic, it was a bit humorous, a bit romantic with that kiss with Kirk, and she really played this episode really well. I mean, she does a great job overall, but this episode she was especially outstanding in, because she had to be. It was all about her in this case. So I like this episode a lot, as I hope you guys did too. So what did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you love it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? What are your thoughts on it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend if I don't see you. Hey, I know it's crazy out there with the weather in different parts of the country. Some places are really hot. Some places have storms. Wherever you are, stay safe and be cool. And hopefully it'll all be okay. So have a wonderful rest of your day and weekend, everyone. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, live long and prosper.